All right, chat. It's launched. There's a small store. Okay, it's not crazy. I didn't have time to do like a lot of stuff because a lot of the stuff got fucking fucked. But it's only for Worlds. If you want some stuff, okay, you don't have to get it. It's up to you. There's 3 t-shirts. There's the plant shirt. There's the ain't no way shirt, and then there's the variety shirt, and then there's some fucking dumbass mugs. If you want some dumbass mugs, okay. You got the Zaza cup, the rat mug, the fraud mug, the business mug, the cancel mug. There's it's just degenerate ass stuff, and you can have it. I'm gonna leave this up for Worlds, and then when Worlds comes, we're gonna get rid of it. But the mugs are pretty funny. I'll put it on the pinned message here. Wait, pin, yes. Unpin after manually end the stream. I put it on a pinned message. But yeah, you can get loads of stuff. It's shipping worldwide. You can get fraud mugs. You can get the Zaza cup. There's so much degenerate shit on this fucking stuff. And then the t-shirts, there's like there's 3 t-shirts you can get. There's the variety shirt, which is, I don't know. It's very hard to get a rat on a t-shirt. Okay, let me tell you that. Getting a rat on a t-shirt is impossible. Hey, why is it 25 euros 1 cent? What the fuck? Scam. 1 cent extra? The variety, look, we got the rat. You can see the XCD face there. You can see it. But it's like, it's not bully magnet level of XCD. There's 2 of them. There's 07s as well. Okay, so then there's the ain't no way shirt. So yeah, there was the 3 shirts we made. There was gonna be more, but yeah. Anyway, I'll pin that message. That's all I wanted to say. Are they pre-order or are they ready to ship? I think they're ready to ship. There's no pre-order. I think they're ready to ship. Overpriced? What's overpriced? 25? It's fine, no? Those mugs are not big enough for a cup of tea. Yeah, they are. Those mugs are fucking huge, aren't they? Those mugs are big. All right, that's enough. That's enough. It's fucking. It's pinned. Do you have some yourself to show? No, because I'm in Korea. I'm in Korea. I'm in Korea. Hide the YouTube chat. Does the YouTube chat lag? Hi chat. What account am I logged in on? Oh, Caedrel plays. I was wondering what the fuck this is. Alright. I've never streamed on YouTube before. Here we are. Here we are on YouTube. Does it ship to NA? Yeah, it ships worldwide. Wait, I need to open up Moobot. Moobot. Yo, Moobot! I was also gonna add the Swiss teaser. Yeah, we saw it. Connect with Twitch. Wait, hopefully I don't leak anything. He made a list. Who made a list? Wait, I'm adding something on Moobot real quick. 1 sec. Custom commands. Merch. Does the cup show when it's heated? It always shows. I think that there's no like it was really hard. I wanted to find a mug that when like it's not heated, it does one thing, and when it gets heated, it does another. But that shit was impossible to find. That was impossible to find. That was impossible to find. Why are you in a changing room? It's not a changing room. Alright. T1 versus TL. We got the T1 shirt on. Where's my coffee? Here it is. Big base. Wait, where's my Epic Pen as well? Did I download Epic Pen? I need my pen. It's called an Ember mug. Wait, it's called an Ember mug? Oh my god. I thought I just leaked my IP address. It said, don't show this. What? No, okay. It wasn't Nord. It's NordVPN, that website, right? You open it and it shows your IP address? What is this? I'll do an English win review once I win Worlds. Okay, we can't watch that now. It's too long. Worlds is starting in 6 minutes. Oh my god. Dude! Is anyone else fucking hyped? Is anyone else fucking no? What do you mean no? Ah! What do you mean no? Bro! Wake up! Dude, these things, when I'm downloading it, it says accept the agreement. It could say that I sign away my life and my left testicle. Bro, I don't care. Next. Next. Doesn't matter. Next. Okay? Scroll down, accept. Simple. Just fucking let me in. One day, I'm gonna sign away my fucking... my life to the devil. Launch Epic Pen. Alright. Nice, we got a pen! Okay, perfect. I woke up early. Just for the first game, it'll be a stomp. Well, it's LCK's 5th seed versus T1, so we'll see how well they do. LCK 2nd seed versus LCK 5th seed. Let's see how well they can do. I mean, the LCK 5th seed has got 2 world champions on it, so it's not bad. I ordered a fraud mug. Yeah, you have to let me know how it is when you get it. Shox tweeted they're going live. Oh yeah, I should tweet that I'm live. Oh yeah, I prepared a tweet. Okay, chat, can you support this tweet? Can you support this one? Can you support it? No, that's caedrelstore.com. Fuck. Come on! This is the last tweet I'll ever tweet to make you want to tweet with me. That's the last tweet that I'll ever be like, yo, Twitch chat, can you like... Wait, ×2 the mainstream? Should I do that? Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Let me check if we caught up. Yeah, we're 10 seconds ahead of the LEC stream now. Time traveler. Ooh, ooh. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah. Bro, this is a banger. What is that emote? Rat jamming? Yeah, this t-shirt's a bit big for me. It's a bit big. Oh shit, the pick'ems. World's pick'ems. Okay, let's go. World's pick'ems. I got 2 minutes 53 seconds. Don't forget, you can go to the... Fuck, I have to sign in. I forgot. I'm gonna win this fucking tournament. Let me log in. Scan QR code. Yo! I can't scan! Okay, there we go. Log in. Done. Authorize. It's Gumayushi versus Pyosik again. Oh yeah, true, it is Gumayushi versus Pyosik. What the fuck? Turn that shit up. Alright, predictions on the pick'ems. Huh? Yo, can we open predictions? They are open. What the fuck? Why did it say sign in again? I swear I just signed in. I swear I signed in. Na, na. I don't want to miss pick'ems. I don't want to miss. Gonna miss his own pick'ems on his own website. No! I can't log in, it doesn't work. The website doesn't work. Maybe it's in because I'm in Korea? I don't know, the website doesn't work for me. I can't sign in. The pick'ems don't work in Korea? Really? Fuck! This song is so good! They work now? Show me the opening teaser right now. Remember to go to the Discord and do the pick'ems, you can win a prize. I can't open it right now because I'm thinking it's selling Korea.
Welcome everyone
Shucks!
to the first ever
Yes!
World's Swiss stage, live from the KVS Arena in Seoul. Can you already see us?
Look where we are.
Korea. And today we're gonna
The
kick off
GOAT!
all the action with 8 best of ones. That's a lot.
8 best
all
of ones.
16 teams. I'm Shox here on the desk with Kobe and with Jat to kick us off. Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
We've got a good spot.
Yeah,
This is the best spot.
best
Yeah.
spot in the house.
It's like the top
yeah.
level.
We have the full
We have
field of
3
view.
screens.
For 16 teams, 8 games. It's good. We need a good position. Yeah.
Better strap
6
in, 'cause
consoles?
It's gonna be a long night.
We will. But the tournament, of course, you gonna say hi? Who are
Yeah,
you
I
saying
just
hi
wanted to figure out where
There's
we're
someone with a
going.
faker sign there. They've been
I
here
didn't
for
even know we
a
had a
long time.
camera up there.
We do?
This is great.
Great. Anyways,
It's
let's get
Swiss
into it.
stage.
This is the
Stage
start of
doesn't
the
matter.
Swiss stage. We already saw the play-ins, though, and it was in the end Team BDS and Gam from the the VCS that ended up making it, Kobe.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, Gam had a little bit of a sketchy run at the
BDS.
beginning, and then having to go through Team
BDS.
Wales that were the
Yeah.
team that originally beat BDS, who also had a bit of a rocky start.
Reverse sweep.
But reverse sweeping, coming back through, Adam on his God's champions.
Gods.
Became
You know,
this
BDS is gonna beat
overarching
JDG
story
today,
that
changed
is
our mind.
Combined with the world song and really.
I
gave
said it.
life
I
to
said
some
it.
of
It's
this
gonna happen.
BDS lore.
Yeah, I think it was a
It's
really
gonna
cool
happen.
run to see from them.
It
Fourth
is.
seed, of course, coming out of the LEC.
It's gonna happen.
And, I want to say growing, especially throughout that last series where it looked like they were counted out,
Yeah.
but they weren't.
It actually feels a little scripted when he is 7-0 on the Gods Champions.
gonna happen.
when the Gods theme is for Worlds.
Does it? Have we?
Seems very
Let me
fake.
remember. What do I remember? Phoenix.
I have to say, they're laying it on
Fly,
a little
Phoenix,
thick
fly.
with
They are.
gods, gods,
Yeah.
gods,
Yeah,
gods,
it's
gods.
a little much.
I do want to give a shout out, in between the gods anthem to Labrov as well,
Yeah.
because I really think
Yeah.
he deserves a lot of credit.
Agreed.
He did
God,
so
gods.
much work setting up
Labrov?
all the members
Labrov's
of
pretty good.
BDS, keeping Crowny safe. Really, really good effort from him.
Are there any
Some,
ads during the
special
games?
action
There will
as
never be
well,
ads during the
in
games.
terms of the
Never.
pentakills.
Yes,
What's,
the Pentacles was the best part of play-ins. I picked 3+ for my pick'ems, and I'm already packing those points. Those are safe in the bank. It was so exciting. We're getting this.
But there will be
Kai'Sa
ads
Saya
running
meta,
Yeah.
and a
in about
huge
5
priority,
minutes.
especially on
Actually,
the
should I run
Kai'Sa
them
part
now?
of it. And it's just
Maybe
been
running them
really
now is the
exciting to
easiest.
see. Now, a lot of people I know for pick'ems, because of last year only being
Alright.
2 pentakills.
There will never be ads in game, but you can avoid ads throughout the whole of Worlds if you use your Prime or Tier 1. I'm gonna run them now because then you will never get them in game, I promise. You guys know the drill. Alright, focus up.
So I'm very excited to see what the Swiss stage can bring.
Don't
because
show
now
pick'ems
we've got
check-in.
so
Don't
many,
show pick'ems
especially
check-in.
amazing AD carries, which are
Don't
most
show
likely to rack
pick'ems
up
check-in.
these pentakills,
Fuck!
entering the arena.
I think we're in for some longer games as well as we move through the Swiss stage.
We wait for Swiss stage to
45
finish.
I picked the 45 to 50 because
okay.
there's a 50-plus option, I believe, as well. But I feel
Wait
pretty good
for
about
Swiss
that one.
stage
And
to
then
finish.
most banned, Orianna, I think, is going to stay that way because
Most
generally
picked
speaking,
Kai'Sa,
the best
most
mid
banned
laners are the
Orianna,
best
most deaths
Orianna, and if it's
Renekton.
already the most banned, I think it's going to stay that
No
way.
I was
Ocean
talking to
Dragon
some of the
either.
mid laners, and they feel like, as powerful as Orianna is, some of them are already starting to prefer the dash that Azir has, and like you can never get away from
They prefer Azir,
in some
yes.
of these cases.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree. Orianna, Syndra, there's so many good mages right now in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's a good reason why I think BDS also was successful in making it for the mid lane. But in any case, for your crystal ball picks, they are already locked. So you
Weibo
can change it,
Gaming,
unfortunately.
baby.
For your pick'ems, though, you do have
My
time
crystal
until
ball.
the end of this pre-show. So like 10 minutes from now. So if you want to add or change your Swiss stage pick'ems powered by AWS, you have a little bit of time left. Speaking of the Swiss stage, though,
Pixel
it is the
Gaming?
first time that we have had this. So I think we need to explain it again, Jack.
Yeah, so there was a 4-group system from 2014 until last year. The things that stay the same is there's 16 teams fighting for 8 spots, but the way they get there is completely different. For those of you who haven't seen, today we literally have every team playing a best of 1.
Today, wait.
The winners will then play the winners, and the losers will play the losers tomorrow. There's a draw show at the end of the day. As for the rest of this noise that looks very confusing, the simplest way I can explain it is if you beat 3 different teams, you advance. If you lose to 3 different teams, you are eliminated.
Yep.
And any advance or elimination game will be a best of 3, which does make, to me, these first 2 days possibly the 2 craziest days we have ever had at a World Championship.
And
Yep.
those are my
So
favorite
much better
parts
than last
of the
Worlds.
Swiss stage bracket, because Swiss stage, it basically starts and it includes its own seeding process. That's what these first games are. You're choosing your opponents for the real meaningful knockout games, and any game where you either get eliminated or promoted is going to be a best of 3. So you are going to have that, more of the control in your hands.
Yeah, I love the way you put that, though, because it is a very exciting format to have, especially those first 2 days. And it's also really crazy if you are the teams playing, of course, because you definitely don't want to drop the ball in this first game if
Bro,
you're a favorite.
It creates
They're gonna-
uncertainty. When I was talking,
Is there a draw every day? Is there a draw after every single day?
you literally just have to be good for these 2 days, and you put yourself in such a powerful
Holy
position
fuck,
because
bro, that's
there's also a
crazy.
disaster situation. Let's say
Anyone
you
can
lose the
face
first round,
anyone.
then you end up playing the loser of KT versus BLG, and then suddenly you're in an elimination game, and
It's
you have
true.
to win 3 best of 3. in a row.
KT versus BLG in the first round is a horror.
Very exciting.
Because if, let's say BLG wins, you have to play against KT when you're already 0-1. You're instantly 0-2. Like, imagine you're Mad Lion, or C9. Let's say you're C9. You lose to Mad Lions, okay? Then you draw KT when you're 0-1. Then you lose again. Now you're 0-2. Like, what the fuck? What the? It's no counterplay. Okay, let's say BDS beats JDG. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. But let's say it happens. In some world. JDG is 0-1. If you lost your first game, you're against JDG. How does that... You're so fucked. Like, you are just fucked. Like, Team Liquid draws T1, loses, draws JDG, loses, and now they're on elimination point. Like, it's so funny, I think. Someone's gonna get fucked.
Every game is going to have so much more weight.
Someone's gonna get fucked.
If you lose the first 4 games, you're eliminated. You would basically be eliminated in the old format, but then they still make you play 2 more games.
Yeah.
So it's way nice. It's a,
That's the funny part of this
humanitarian efforts
format.
going on here. It's really nice.
That's why one upset can
I got
fuck
a couple
everyone.
of, we don't even have to say it. Some favorites going into this tournament. I mean, the
Who's
golden
gonna
road
get
is
fucked?
looming for JDG, but
I don't know.
dangerous.
It could be one of the NA or the EU teams is gonna get rolled. Like, if BDS loses to JDG and then they draw KT in round 2, like, what do you want them to do?
I
Like,
feel like the meta hasn't changed to a point where their ability to be basically a perfect team.
There's no
with 2 amazing
counterplay.
laners in Knight and Ruler and an amazing weak side top laner in 369. Unless they don't perform to the level they have this entire Worlds, I think they're the favorites.
Yeah, I just think that team is built to play the game the way that the designers
Just win,
built
forehead.
the game to be played right now.
Oh, just
Which is
win.
around
Bro,
team
stop
fighting
fucking
these
around.
objectives.
Just win.
And with 369 being the greatest tank player in the world, supported by 2 of the best carries in the world, it's a very, very strong setup, you can
There is
say.
a possibility, but Worlds is crazy. We don't have to all have
Worlds
to
is
remember
crazy.
just last year. You know, it's about percentages here at Worlds, and let's start with some of those in T1 versus Team Liquid, which is our very first matchup of the Swiss stage. Let's start with the story of T1, perhaps. For people that are not familiar, they had a rocky road this year.
They really did. I think their continued inability to close the deal in the LCK finals or at international tournaments weighed on them a little bit. They had a very shaky summer, 9-9, with Faker missing
T1.
4 of those weeks with a wrist injury. But it is still T1. It is still the #2 seed from the LCK. And in terms of gameplay, they did have the highest first Herald percentage in the LCK playoffs. So they are an early game team.
Yeah, I think the most perplexing part about this team is the absolute collapse when Faker had his wrist injuries and had to take some time off. You know, Keria is making so many mistakes. Owner's making so many mistakes.
True.
You know, Zeus was trying his hardest.
1 sec, I'm
in
logging
some
into
of
the
these
Discord.
games, and Guma as well, but T1 had an absolute collapse without him. The good news is Faker is fully back, and since he rejoined the team, they looked a lot better in playoffs.
There he is, the
I
boy.
will say that since they had limited time, it did seem like they were limited on champion pool, and Faker pretty much just with the Azir and the Nico finding success. And
the GOAT.
Countered on some of
and
the
there's
other
the mini
stuff.
GOAT.
So they have had a lot of time since then as well.
What's Zeus got? Has he got a
Such
piece of the
long time
NASA space
between
rocket on his desk?
all
What's
of
he
the,
doing?
Leagues ending and world starting to be able to rebuild.
What's he
everything.
doing?
Yeah, and I've been memeing a little bit. The last 2
Oh, it's a
times
fan.
Worlds was in Korea was in 2014 and 2018. Faker wasn't actually at those Worlds.
No.
So Faker has never won a Worlds game in Korea. But I will say, when he's played LCS teams in his Worlds history, he is 12-0. And overall,
Faker's
in the
12-0
Worlds
versus
group stage, which
LCS?
is kind of what Swiss is here. 38-6 is an absolutely godlike record. Never
Okay,
losing more than 1
dude.
game in the entire
Okay,
group
dude.
stage in any of his Worlds appearances.
That is
You
insanity.
could say they're slight favorites.
You might say that. Also, 12 wins, 0 losses.
Okay, we're gonna
versus
speed run this real
LCS
quick.
for
We're gonna
Team
speed run the pick'ems real quick.
Has he ever played against APA?
TL versus
You know what?
T1.
Only
T1 wins.
against you.
And
That's it.
let me tell you, APA has a
C9
winning
versus Mad,
championship
Mad
record
win.
versus Faker.
Oh.
There are a couple of
Gen G
other
versus Gam,
positives for
Gen G
Team
win.
Liquid. They are currently fielding 2 players that have beaten T1 in Worlds Finals. Of course, Pioshik last year,
JDG
but
versus
also Corey
BDS.
AJ. So honestly, Team Liquid
Alright, it's gonna load.
have
Give
been
it a sec.
stacking their roster specifically
Give it a sec.
to attack. Or
It's because you guys are
give them
opening the
chance to get
website. Stop opening the
2-1
website.
revenge.
It's making it so
Yeah,
I can't
a quick
vote, you
rundown of
fuck.
Team Liquid's year as well. It wasn't a very dominant year for them.
Stop
They
opening the
had Very
website.
strong early games, very weak late games actually.
You're all
So the
degenerates, I hate
#3
you.
seed, they were 10-8 in the LCS summer split. But as you mentioned, they do have the defending world champion technically with Pioshik in the jungler. Core JJ also making his 7th Worlds appearance, beating Faker for that
I
World
hate you.
Championship back in 2017, and APA joining halfway through the summer split to the
I hate you.
Also an interesting story.
And
All
if
right.
people didn't really watch
Focus up.
APA and didn't watch LCS, he had a very specific champion pool, which is one of the
Appa.
special things about him, playing a lot of Ziggs mid, a lot of Cassiopeia mid. Didn't have a very good time on the Jace. And so there are some restrictions, plus the fact that it's a language barrier that they built
3 minutes.
into the team with English combating
3 minutes.
with Korean, basically. So we'll see about how it plays off. I think it's really important, these synergies that we've seen between like him and Pioshik, though, and the bonding. That
Nice,
this
you
team
guys closed the
had outside
website.
of-
JDG
And
versus
how do you feel
BDS.
about the match?
Speaking of Pioshik, I think he put it best. Pioshik in his recent interview had an amazing quote saying that God has abandoned us, but we will enjoy it.
I love it. They're really playing into it.
Fully
God has
embracing it.
abandoned
They
us.
knew who they're going up against.
I think that's a good way to approach it. But you said it already. Maybe they have a special. You have 2 players that have had the pleasure of beating Faker before in those important matches. So they're playing the long
God
con.
has
That's why this
abandoned
roster was
us.
put together.
Yeah, listen, I was talking with Atlas earlier, who's
Pioshik.
very
I hope
familiar with
TL do
T1's
well,
game.
you know. I do hope
I
they
am
do well.
very familiar with TL's game.
Yeah.
I was putting it at 90-10, but let's talk about the 10.
Okay.
Let's talk about the. I mean,
Where is the
seriously,
10?
legitimately, it's
90-10
T1
to
versus
T1?
the #3 seed from North America. But
Yes, I can vote.
Someone
BDS
and Pioshik,
win.
very explosive early game junglers, and their weakness has actually been mid and late game. But if you actually of the teams at Worlds from North America, TL
What?
might have the best laning phase. So if T1 has a slow start and Team Liquid is able to play without pressure, the way they would win would be an explosive early game.
Jets, keep it going, keep going.
Getting a lot of early ganks off, and then they are able to snowball that. But if they don't get, to me, if they don't get extremely far ahead, it's not
It's
good.
a classic tale.
But Summit is good laner, no? Summit has good lane phase. I think the most even matchup is top, right?
For APA. He is such a momentum type of player, really builds off of early leads. He likes to alt chat a lot. He likes to, really get
Watch
in
Link's
there.
most
So
even
I
matchup.
did ask him if he was going to all chat Faker,
Jungle?
and he doesn't know what to say. He says
He's
he
versus
can't
Zeus?
do
Yeah, I
it
know,
to
but
Faker. He just
Summit
No,
is
you
good.
have to. Come
it broke
on.
him. I don't know what he would say, but
Secret
he said he
weapon.
wasn't going to do it. Anyway, for those of you who aren't familiar with APA's game, as Kobe mentioned, he has historically been a dominant solo queue player, extremely good in team fights, not amazing in lane. But Ziggs is really his signature pick, and I'm actually very curious what level
They're gonna
of
ban Ziggs. They're gonna ban
disrespect or looking
Ziggs.
past T1 would actually have for Team Liquid.
Nah, T1
because of
won't
Faker's
disrespect. They'll ban
history of
Ziggs, I think.
Always beating NA teams, 12-0. So if there's a time that you would give Ziggs over to him, it would be when T1 is looking past them. Because when T1 approaches the Swiss stage, they're thinking about what they're going to do against JDG, what they're going to do against Genji, BOG. I think Team Liquid's down here in terms of what their preparation
So
was
they're
for
not
the
going to see him
They're
coming.
like, where are they?
but legitimately. Oh yeah, this guy plays Ziggs. Sure, nobody plays Ziggs. It's not good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? That could
So you're
happen.
saying
I
Ziggs
hope
is the
JDG
one-
does that against
It
Adam.
will be proven or disproven 5 seconds into champion select because it should just be the first ban for T1. But if it's not,
Yeah.
I hope
Watch
they
out.
disrespect
APA has
Adam and
also
they
been
don't ban
practicing
Darius
that,
Olaf and
bunch of
369's like,
Orion
yeah,
solo queue
I can just
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Gragas into
You know, but we need
Darius.
to see-
Yeah, I can just
I
play
want him to
Gnar,
play his
Renekton,
trump
like
card.
it's
I want him
fine.
to do it in
And
the
then
first game,
boom.
because
And he
you
will.
gotta throw everything in,
Boom.
as you say, because
3
this
solo kills,
one
top
best of
gap,
one win
BDS
could be
1-0.
so valuable going
JDG loses,
Exactly.
goes
And
versus
a
Team
quick
Liquid.
note,
Team Liquid's
every
already 0-2.
1-0 team will play every 1-0 team tomorrow, and every 0-1 team will play that. There's a draw at the end of the day to see what happens, and I really hope that we get some excitement today.
I do, and I'm actually completely sure that we will.
Let's go, boys.
It's going to be amazing, and
Let's go,
history
gang.
is being made today. As we're kicking off the first ever Swiss stage at a League of Legends World Championship, it's time for T1 versus Team Liquid.
Let's go! Bro, I've been waiting 9 months for this. 10 months. 11. Focus up. This is one of the best teasers I've ever seen. Focus up.
서울이 서서히 깨어납니다.
They're a great teaser. Stop saying get out of the wardrobe. Shut up.
꿈꾸는 이들. 그들의 하루가 시작됩니다.
Last time Fnatic was in Korea, they made it to finals. I'm here to
gang.
continue their legacy.
Here he is! Here he is!
이번에 우승했을 때 한국에서 이제 월드를 하게 되는데 즐거움이 mỗi khuya là
I'm back.
Các bạn sẽ thấy chúng tôi tận hưởng nó từ đầu đến cuối. This format looks chaotic, but for me, it's never been a dance.
이번에 NA의 새로운 모습을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. Something inside of me was telling me, you will go back towards one day, towards one day, towards one day.
It took me a year and a half to learn this role, but now I finally got it. Korea is my last chance.
옛날의 초비는 긴장했지만
Let's go, Chovy!
지금은 그럴 때가 지났다고 생각합니다. 새로운 세대의 시작입니다.
Oh, aware. Here it comes.
I've always dreamt of winning the World's Trophy. There was just a lot of disappointment.
일단 작년에 제가 월드 챔피언십에 진출하지 못해가지고 되게 안타까웠는데
mistake there from Ben. I'm Suning are falling apart.
在过去的2年中，我也有很多遗憾吧。
过去的已经过去了，更重要的是现在的挑战。
We've always been the underdogs. We've always been doubted. But look who's here.
Woo!
절대로 포기하지 않고 앞으로 나아가겠습니다.
한 사람이 짊어지기엔 너무나도 큰 짐이지만 잊지 말아야 합니다. 그들은 한 팀입니다. 골든 로드 스프링, MSI, 서머 그리고 월즈 우승을 한 팀에게 주어지는 영광입니다. 그 어떤 팀도 아직 달성하지 못했습니다. 징동 그들이 도전합니다.
새로운 동료들과 다시 한번 트로피를 들어보겠습니다.
아무도 보지 못한 스테이지. 더 이상 실수할 여지가 없습니다. 모든 시합이 중요합니다. 더 그라인드, 더 글로리.
골든로드 저희가 맡겠습니다.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! That teaser is so good! That was so good! That was crazy good. Whew. Okay, okay, let's go! Get us into game! Get us into game!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the world's Swiss stage. I'm Atlas. I'm joined by Chronicler here for the first 4 games of Swiss for Worlds. And we'd like to extend a big LCK welcome. Because, of course, this is the first time LCK commentators have been on at Worlds, and this is our home territory, Chronicler. We're defending champions this time around. How are you feeling?
Let's go, Atlas.
I'm feeling great. Ever since I joined the LCK, we've not been doing.
There's no caster cam? Where's the caster cam at?
Where's the
caster cam?
I was very happy with 2022, and we'll see if it's
T1.
the same this year, Atlas.
We'll see whether it's going to be this team as well that can retain some glory. T1 making their way out thanks to caster Sung K for introducing them as well. Faker with his first Worlds in his home country. Chronicler?
And T1 have had their
Let's
ups
go,
and
T1.
downs. A lot of other teams will be happy losing in finals, but if it happens again and again at some point, not going to be feeling
T1's
too good
back at
about
Worlds.
it. Faker, of course, not with the team for a little bit, but when it comes to Worlds, T1 seemingly always delivers. And the fact that they made it to the LCK finals in the
I
first
want to see
place
what form they're
was,
in.
I think, a really big surprise.
Now
to
they've had a
many of
month
us.
with Faker.
Being the entirety of the LCK All-Pro for summer. That's how they made it here, taking down KT. They were then swiftly dispatched by Gen G, but we don't like to think about that if we want to big up T1 moving into this matchup. But on the other side, we've decided to prepare at least 2 players with some experience in taking down this team. It's Team Liquid.
And
TL.
Team Liquid going through
How are they
going
gonna
to
do?
themselves this year. They're
How are they gonna do?
We're not going to mention because it wasn't great, but with APA coming in and the rest of
Are they
going to
get slaughtered or are they going to put up a fight?
I'm very happy to see Summit back in particular.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big Sandbox fan where he, of course, was a pivotal part. But as you mentioned, Pioshik and Core, 2 players that have bested. And the fact that Pioshik is a world champion, to me, still feels surreal.
Yeah, same. It doesn't feel real that Piosik's a world champ.
I can't quite comprehend because
Yeah, me neither.
he's such a lovely guy. But the fact that he actually
He's
won
such a nice guy, he is, yeah.
Yeah, I like that you had to put he's such a lovely guy in front of that, because I think we're all still a bit gobsmacked by what happened in 2022. But this is the time once again, Chronicler. This is where the magic all happens. It's Worlds. We're here in the Swiss stage, and we're ready to get into our very first game of the day. The Des summed it up beautifully, just letting you guys know exactly how this new format works. There is a video. I'm pretty sure it's got a guy with a weird accent that does the voiceover.
All right, cue it up. Zeus checking the mouse speed. Owner's doing his owner tech with the jacket over his, but not over his arms, just over his shoulders. Faker's got good posture. Gumayushi's looking buff as hell. And Carrier's cute as fuck. They're all ready.
Matters, particularly in week 2 with the group stage.
They're
we had
all ready.
a lot of matches where it kind of felt like a foregone conclusion at the beginning. No longer. Every single match that you play matters, and we have seen volatility in best of ones, and I think the TL is going to be trying.
Appa first Western player to play in the LCK, bro. Shut the
but
fuck
as the
up.
desk also mentioned, the record for T1, even though this isn't the group stage anymore, it's Swiss. Still, they've been a paragon of consistency.
Yeah, I mean the maximum games that they've lost is 1 in the group stage.
Yeah,
that 1 hasn't happened yet. That 1 could be Team Liquid right here. You never know. However, it is definitely a tough ask. And the biggest issue here is because we've heard already, you know, Faker went through, you know, his injury.
But Appa's gonna smurf. Appa's gonna smurf.
Back into the team and was
I know it's APA, but I'm gonna call him Appa. Maybe I should say APA. Fuck.
The thing that made all of the
Yeah, I'll
difference.
say APA.
And now he's had a bunch of weeks to really recover. And so I have a feeling
are we in draft?
T1 are going to look even more.
We're in draft! First game of Worlds, let's go. Let's see the meta, let's see what they're cooking.
The pick and ban here for game number 1.
Ziggs ban.
Underway, and Ziggs already banned. I can hear Orc somewhere
Ziggs ban.
shrieking his it's just despite
Caitlyn ban against Gumayushi, that was a big ban against him at Worlds. T1 is banning Nico. Wow.
A great sign, because what the desk was talking about.
T1 was a big Nico Azir mains in playoffs. Always Nico Azir every game. Poppy ban. What about Maokai? Is Maokai still up there? Is Orianna first pick worthy? Kalista ban against Yeon.
The answer very clearly yes. With the Ziggs and the Nico already being taken away. Caedrel is not something we saw a lot of. It was played, I think, once in play-ins and wasn't very successful there. But it's
let me see their prio. Let me see their first picks.
Big fan of the champion. And
they 100% have a different prio to play-ins. Azir ban! What? Is Orianna not first pick worthy now with Nico Azir ban? Like, that's what the meta looks like.
Switch up in the priority of champions. And I'm wondering if we're going to see any of that here. If we're looking at maybe an Orianna that made it through the draft this time around.
Okay. TL gets Maokai Jace. Maokai Jace into Ori. I feel like TL already griefed the draft unless they're playing Jace Syndra.
To Wolf, but sure. I mean that shockwave was pretty incredible against EDG.
Okay, Syndra, good.
Played a lot of it this season, but of course Orianna is like most mid laners just have an Orianna, right? And Faker's
Syndra
one
what?
of the best in the world.
Syndra Zaya? Syndra Rakan?
Going to be locked away here as well for AP.
Oh, he's teasing them with the Hecarim.
He's hovering the Hecarim. This is of course what gave
Syndra Lee Sin? Don't like that too much. I think T1 would just go Zaya Rakan here, no? They're so fucking good at Zaya Rakan. Poppy's banned and they have no bot laners. What are they going to do? Counter support on 3 with Nautilus? You ban ADs? Kalista Caitlyn's down? No, they're going to go Orianna Jarvan. I don't like that. I think they should go Zaya Rakan. Jarvan what? Jarvan Cassante? Oh, they're going bot lane. Ashe? 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 Normally you go Ashe Thresh or something. Ashe Karma.
There are, of course, some
Ashe.
for that to be a flex with Renata.
Ashe Renata. What?
Of where
the fuck?
Going, and it's going to be Renata and Ashe. And the Renata is not something that was high in priority.
No, we have seen a little bit of it, but
Ashe Renata.
Renata is often used as
Summit's gonna pick Yone? No shot, right? They're gonna pick AD.
Yeah.
They're gonna pick what can you pick? Karma. You need a pushing lane or Alistar. No. Oh my god. What happens if they ban Nautilus Blitz? No, they can't. Blitz ban maybe is useless.
Not a huge Aphelios fan at this particular point in time, but we'll see what they have.
They should ban Maokai.
Ashe Renata lane, which is extraordinarily face up.
Yeah,
maybe.
I wonder if T1 is going to try.
Maybe Maokai Renekton? I don't know. This draft is so weird. I didn't expect Renata. I feel like Renata gets counted by hook champs, doesn't she? They're banning the Jarvan. I don't think the Jarvan ban's that useful.
decent damage, but you will always be threatened.
Isn't Hook Champs good into Renata?
I
feel like Alistar is going to be a bit annoying, no?
As the J4 is
a bit annoying to play Alistar into Renata.
Classic combo has been around for the longest time, and J4 in
Kennen
general
Ben.
is in a really
I think
good
he wants
spot right
Renekton, you know?
T1 though not looking towards the bot lane, seemingly happy with the dominance of that Ashe and Renata instead.
I think he wants Renekton.
Banning away some picks here, which is it's looking like it might just be a blind Renekton here for Zeus.
Well, we'll see whether he is going to be able to get his hands on it. Of course, it will be
Narban, they're going to pick Renekton on 4. I think they should pivot to Renekton, Ben. I think they should pivot.
See whether it is going
Unless Zeus has an answer. Unless he plays Cassante into Renekton. They ban the Blitz. Okay, smart. Yeah, I was thinking Blitz, Nautilus. Do they take away Renekton or do they pick Nautilus? Do they pick Renekton or do they pick Nautilus? Depends if he has a counter. He could play like Rumble. Aphelios Thresh. No shots he playing Taric into Ashe Renata. He had Thresh. Bro, this is the kind of Worlds meta I want if it's Thresh.
Right now, Core is still considering his options.
Yeah, shouldn't come as a surprise.
Rel.
Rel though, gonna be
they gave them Renekton.
In the end,
Surely they're picking Renekton, right? What is Zeus gonna pick? Cassante, Renekton, Jax?
Flex pick as well.
Cassante, Renekton, Jax with Viego probably? Owner likes Viego, no? Owner likes Viego. Sejuani he likes as well.
It is looking like a blind pick here. The Sejuani, I'm sure
Maokai, he has so many options.
Is picking, but outside of that, not really the greatest. When you
I don't really know Summit's Shampoo, but
not a lot of ways to activate that. You don't
he looks like this game. Actually, let's see what he
melee,
picks.
Mid or melee support to try and play with
I would be a bit scared of blinding Cassante here.
Like
What if he picks some degenerate champ? Like
option,
Gwen or something, I don't know. Is that good?
Cassante maybe doesn't quite have the pressure. And you would be leaning a lot more on just the
what? Jace top?
Late game damage.
What?
That's one of his champions.
A TL should pick Camille, no? Camille?
We see this all the time.
Malphite, Camille?
It's the Sejuani without any permafrost friends.
What? Jace top? When was the last time we saw Jace top? If Jace top is the meta, we're fucked. Just pick Camille or Malphite. Don't pick Renekton.
Getting that one stacked up, but of course Sejuani's just
oh my god, Cassante.
Cassante on the R5 for Summit. You can see, I can see a smirk there.
Alright chat, you know the drill. If you want to avoid ads, you can use your tier 1 on Twitch Prime and then you'll avoid ads for the entirety of Worlds. You don't have to though, you will never get ads during the game. Mods, drop the Gamba. Mods, drop the Gamba. Yeah, no Xayah, no Kai'Sa, no Renekton, no Rumble, no... What the fuck is going on with these drafts?
T1 composition, like we're gonna team fight you and we have all of the engage in the universe and we can follow up with everything and the kitchen sink. But I don't know whether they're necessarily
these drafts are
TL,
mental.
at least in this draft in the early game.
Yeah, I think that for T1, playing around that bot side is going to be really important.
Holy
in
fuck,
that
the
light,
sub.
I think a Renekton would have made a lot of sense because you can leave him
absolute
alone on
primer
an
nuke.
fine. However, the Jace might be drawing some attention.
Alright, Gambite.
The 2v2 with your,
wait, people put 5 million on TL.
Both mid and top. And as mentioned, the Sejuani.
5 mil on TL?
I don't know how good you're going to feel about that unless you're playing through Zeus, but with the pressure that Gumayushi and Keria are expected to have, I think T1 is going to try and leverage that to set up early objectives.
Alright, focus up. I want to be really game focused here.
Into the T1 comp, and I do think that there is a lack of
let's see what form T1's in. Let's see how good TL is.
Actually working out really well there, but if you can catch the T1 comp off guard, right, and particularly with something like the Jace, can definitely be a big problem.
Holy shit, the primers are still going. What the fuck?
That said,
are you
if
mental?
they're not able to make anything happen around that mid jungle,
you're
or
mental.
mid top, or a top jungle rather, I'd still be worried for them.
I feel like there's going to have to
You're
be
actually
a
mental.
lot resting on Summit's shoulders this time around as well. But it is time. Let's get into our very first game of the Swiss stage.
He's playing the Zeus Jace skin. Yeah, he is. It's the what's it called? Resistant Jace with the black chroma, right? He always plays that Jace skin.
We'll see whether the gameplay is going to be on a similar level as we get into it.
I play with that Jace skin too.
Expectations for level 1, Chronicler?
With these, you could try.
Alright, yo, Yellow Cake, thanks for the 5 gifted. Let's go! Worlds has begun! Worlds has started! That's crazy! Holy
if
fuck.
If this was like a Braum instead of a Renata...
Oh man, look at the background as well, it looks sick.
Braum.
Alright, so
I don't want you to say that ever again.
Tell me how the volume is. Is the caster volume good or is
not
it...
engaging is great.
He's playing Conqueror Jace top, so I guess top gets push. Mid push is contested, but Orianna can get it early.
The first action we're going to see more so towards
it's a bit too loud. Okay.
The Dragons, the Heralds, and again, particularly for TL, I want to see how well Pioshik and APA are able to try and play. And how
okay,
are
that
they
should be perfect, I think.
Because with this Ashe
I think
area,
T1 can get 3 pushing lanes.
Lane, my expectation is that T1 is looking to
T1 can get
start bullying
3 pushing lanes here.
And never really relents. And we have seen that T1, this goes back to spring, but that was the style that they were extremely dominant in. Yeah. And allowed them to snowball games in a...
Oh, is Guma playing the DRX Ashe skin?
For their opponents.
Is that DRX Ashe?
Player has changed.
Very true.
In this lane, as of course, Carrier moving over to the Renata this time around. Ashe not necessarily a sport as much as she used to be.
Early game poke is rough. Yeon needs to be careful. Needs to be careful, I think. Level 1 to 3, they're going to stack a massive wave and start blasting them on the tower. I would love it if Owner actually did Raptors into invade or something. He should have good, really insane bot push for an invade. And top can win in isolation. Maybe he thinks he needs to cover top to make sure he's safe.
Renata is a bit of a, middle of the pack because she's an enchanter, but also
really... Oh, APA, nice knock. He knocked him into the queue.
Is that you want to really respect the level 1 so that you actually have a window to go in.
Make
if
the
your
cast
health bar is already too low, then that's not really going to be the case. Case in point.
Oh my god, he got his cleanse already.
Carrier is going to get cleansed. So gets a cleanse on a level 1 affiliate.
Yeah, he's going to cover top. Owner loves pathing top. He really does.
Way here at this stage, but as you already illustrated, this is to be expected in that lane. Zeus is going to go to the skies. And Summit is going to look to try and fight back here.
Zeus, what the fuck?
Procced, and the Jace is having just a great time.
Oh, he hit him again. Oh my god, this bot gap is... This is why Owner needs to be bot. If he's bot now, they're dead. But he's covering top to dive. Why? Why do we do this? It's to 1 year straight of doing this. If they might fuck this dive up, He's gonna level up.
Yeah, Summit trying to deal with this minion wave, but it is just too big. They do manage to get a teleport out. Can they kill him in time?
It's not worth. It's not worth. Why aren't we bot? Now my bot lane's gonna die again, Owner, again. Why?
So much trouble, and Core JJ just said, I take down this team. It's my job, man.
He always does this. The whole year was like this. Pick range matchup bot, push, get insane trades, have them on the tower, jungle path top, bots lost. That happens every all year.
It actually gives plenty of time for Summits to level up, regain some health, and then level 3 this early on. You just can't tank the turrets. And if that's a 1-for-1
like they get punished for winning lane.
Now it's a big win, and then here as well.
Like Keria and Guma were smurfing. What can they do? Like
getting caught in the CC regardless. Core JJ just crashing down on him, and we're starting off with a 3-1 in favor of TL. And I want to go back to a conversation that I had with Jat. He referred to this earlier on, and we were having the chat, and I was telling him, like, if the game goes, TL gets an early lead, and then T1 stabilizes in the mid game and wins.
We're gonna recover. If we're gonna play range matchup bot, we're not gonna do this.
Yes.
We're not gonna do this.
But the other option is TL just keeps up the pressure. They just keep going, and then they win. Or they could be a throw situation or something like that.
Zeus, he's gonna murder top. Like Zeus, just give him vision. Now we can dive top. Now we can dive. Now top dive timer is good, but I don't think he's gonna die.
He's got a pretty nice tent up here, as it turns out.
What the fuck? The Krug gave it away. You saw that? He left the bush because the Krug ran out. Where's that Krug going? What? That gave information to Cassante. Yo.
As much CS and experience as possible. Maybe pick
NA
up
Krug
as well, and they will be able to do that. But with Pioshik having to top side, dive not going to be repeated here. And yeah, T1 clearly came into this game trying to play as lane dominant as possible.
Look at bot, it's a fucking montage down here. Stacking waves perfectly, under tower. Look, now Zeus has good vision top. He has good vision. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Now Owner is gonna sit bot side for the whole game, I hope.
Because Yeon is still very far behind in CS, and when we look at the actual golds, it's been equalized.
Yeah, it certainly has. In this mid lane, APA has been playing fantastically. Of course, didn't play a whole lot this year for TL. And there's a shockwave, as I said.
Faker shockwave will find them all.
So perhaps the caster curses could just
Owner, be ready to cover this.
And Pioshik looking for an opportunity here onto the Sejuani. He's going to be
Thank God we're covering bot.
And Owner just says, no thank you, not again.
This is how it should be. You push jungle out, bot can keep pushing, mid can collapse, bot can collapse, keep them on the tower, top plays in isolation. If Lee Sin goes top to try and stop the Jace pressure, dive bot, take bot tower, GG. That's how you play with two pushing sides.
Aggressive plays that T1 tried to pull off in the early stages, and I think that we're probably just going to see some.
But I know what he's gonna do. He should do Drake in a sec. He should wait for this. He should do Raptors, and I think he should do Drake after. Unless they're freezing bot, I guess he can go top.
The biggest difference, even with the early gang.
Need to start snowballing. Get that fucking ball going.
We already have 2 plays down in top, 1 play down in bot as well. So T1 are.
Why are you T1 biased? Because it's their last year together. It's the last year for this roster. They're gonna disband after this year. I want to see them win something. At least get to the finals again. Get to the semis. I don't want to see them fall out in quarters. I'm gonna support them. You know what? I'm gonna support them.
Vision denial, but it also has meant that he hasn't really been
and you're at their facility? Yeah, but the facility doesn't matter. Look, I took down the owner shirt and put the shy shirt. You think that it's because of the facility? It's not. It's because it's their last year.
Once you're playing reactive into Sejuani, it's not the end of the world. We have seen Lees be able to still have a big impact when we get to the later stage of the game, but it does mean that TL...
What if they play against Weibo? Then it's time to watch T1 lose. No, nothing personal, okay? Nothing personal.
Bottom side of the map, you were talking about plates going down on the top side. Minions just being denied here. The Ashranada, of course, pretty good at it. But
the owner lane gank top classic. Oh, nice question mark ping. He knows owners. He knows jungle's top side. But nice ward from Summit.
Summit, good ward. Should be able to spot
They're up 600 gold despite being down 2 kills. It's bottom top just pushing and plating. Oh no, he's gonna finish the reset. Maybe it's fine though. Zeus has flash.
But he'll have an opportunity. Full vision in this area. Zeus is going to move his way down. Feels a little bit frightened as to what could be the possibilities. Pioshik paying some attention. No shock blast going to make.
He ate some honey fruit.
Tribrush just yet. Zeus
he's going to try and Cassante ult him to the wall.
There it is, and now Pioshik is coming down.
Yeah,
there, the all-out comes through. The Q's going to land, and Zeus, he knows that he's dead. The Q's
Wait, what did Pioshik flash? Oh, he didn't flash. He W'd. Oh,
really nice
I thought like what?
Ward from Summit showcasing where owner is. And
wait, NA is smoking. Owner's gonna have to sprint from bot to top to try and cover this Herald.
For Pioshik. Much needed kill. TL, I think, needs to make this game as fast as possible. Needs to try and throw T1 off. They are now on vision.
I don't know if they can fight this.
Are already here,
I don't know. We're just here to watch them take Herald.
Build up on
I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if T1 just goes for the blades. Arrow coming in.
Yeah, Owner is going.
Oh, the arrow! Look at the arrow!
Is going to be able to take this one. The arrow is going to connect, but Yun is going to be able to cleanse that one away. Owner's still looking.
Faker! Oh, Faker!
Pioshik is going to try and safeguard his way out for the hostile takeover.
Give it to Faker. Deserved.
And Faker will grab his first of the game. TL trading the Rift Herald for just a kill. You're probably all right with it.
Alternative.
Oh, they want to dive them. Hey, yeah, they can dive. They can dive. No sums on Aphelios? Oh no, Cassante needs to cover. Cassante needs to cover ASAP. Okay, Syndra cover, good. Anyone cover is good.
No more shockwaves, so they don't have to worry about that orb quite as much. So APA will be able to keep his friends alive for now. Very nicely done, and I'm starting to feel like, you know, TL doing okay. I was a bit worried about that.
Oh, this Jace pick, man. I'm convinced this Jace is going to be useless. Oh my god. This is the thing with Jace top. If he can't play like solo or he falls behind, this champ can become so useless so quickly. It's crazy.
Laning phase doing a good job here, and if they can actually use that to maybe set up a dive right towards that mid lane and go from there, could be big. As we take another look at this, I really like the setup for this play. Zeus went to pick up some fruits, comes back and is delivered into the waiting arms.
Oh, he eats Lee Sin instead of Cassante. Maybe he just tried to knock away Lee Sin.
Because they knew where owner had been, and then here, you know, you end up giving up a kill, but I do agree with you. I think you take that any time. The value that Herald provides is going to be very nice, and with the mobility and
I mean, yeah, they both flashed the shockwave, so
even though they do have to invest 2 flashes, giving up 1 kill, not the end of the world. The flashes, though, if we do have another fight coming up soon, that might be a problem.
Oh, the Philios turret blocked.
When that fight is going to occur.
TP bot from Cassante.
Have been secured. Of course, there's only 1 dragon at this point in time. However, has not been looked at just yet.
Yeah.
JJ looking for this top side of the map as Owner is in position. Bit of a lane swap has come on through.
Yeah, Guma is just blasting on the CS department, isn't he?
Another plate
They swapped away TL to make sure their bot can farm.
She's going to have to wait for the next round, but I don't know how much more of this Summit can actually take. And he just used his
Owner's top to cover Jace again. Owner loves being topside. I think this time it's probably merited because bot is just going to get plates no matter what. Cassante can't really touch them.
He's not getting any help. He can try
So covering top is not bad, but he's basing now as the wave's going to crash. Yo, Owner, please come. Okay, he cancelled his base, thank God. Oh, he flashed the stun.
Goodness, JJ almost falls.
Oh my God, if he could swap. If he could swap his form.
Could have been a disaster. However, no one is going to
I think Jace is one shot. Lee Sin can just ward jump, kick QQ. Maybe Owner can block it.
Even with Owner being there, looks like TL at the very least is going to drop the Herald here.
The arrow's coming, the arrow's coming, the arrow's coming. Look at the arrow! Don't look at the arrow! Oh, Zeus knocked him on the ward jump kick. What? That was clean. He went for the ward jump kick QQ. They buffered the knockback on his knockback. Clean.
Because TL trying to overload the top half of the map, not actually getting the kills. I hope we get some replays because there was a lot of nice work
bot
done
power
there by
07 I
TL,
think soon.
or T1 rather, to dodge all the skill shots, make sure that Zeus stayed alive. But on the flip side of the map, Guma and Carrier can just keep going. Carrier just went for the
maybe a couple more waves they got it.
As low as possible. And does mean that even
APA is doing really well, to be honest. He TP'd away from mid twice, twice, and he's still even mid.
I think T1,
not bad.
The reason why,
how is he still even?
Because again, I want to highlight, we don't get to see Zeus sidestepping the Magnet Storm. That was really cool.
Oh,
but
the
here
Jace
they're able
QE was
to
blocked.
Clear out the wave, and
He
even
ate
though
some
the
wave
arrow
stop.
doesn't actually find anyone, Zeus gets the knockback, and Owner then makes sure that he catches the Moonlight Vigil to keep his top laner alive.
Yeah, the knockback right as the kick is coming through as well to deny any sort of follow-up. Really
800 gold lead.
By T1. Not going to be able to net them any kills, only a 500
They should get bot
lead
tower
here,
soon,
which
but
is
no one's done
nothing
Drake yet.
about whatsoever. Although postage pretty easy currently for most of the players on the Rift. Some are just clearing out waves. I do want to see TL keep up the tempo I agree. Here in this game, and I want to see a little bit more out of APA. Of course, the Syndra, fantastic for just one-shotting carries, things like this, but as the game goes on, the utility that Orianna
I think TL have Spike right now.
Going to give a little bit
they should force Drake.
It's hard to match. Also looking
to
get
some
how
vision
can
down,
sync
yeah.
up with Core. I think that the crash down combined with the Scatter the Weak can single-handedly win you a team fight. As Yon does have red white.
Yeah, Q gonna connect there from Pioshik, but
just trying to force him out. They really want to start this Drake. But T1 bot lane's crashing. Arrow?
Arrow going to connect onto APA.
Nice ult flash. Oh, the chain CC is clean. It's clean. Clean chain CC.
In that moment, I think you just have to accept that you're gonna die. That's precisely what happens.
Yeah, I think
does Zeus win that?
That's,
he wants
that's
the crab,
really
maybe.
the only outplay on that one. APA unfortunately going down. Summit gets himself a snack. First Drake is going to go over.
He can't short trade the Cassante because he has no phase rush. Like, it's nice as Jace, just hammer form, Q, auto E, but he doesn't have phase rush, so it's hard. Oh, here comes Lee Sin again.
So, yeah, as we take a look at the Muscat lane economy snapshot, the big benefactor of everything that has happened.
And the wave's already dead, though.
Because while
Matt loses in 2 minutes, they do.
Did the lane swap, they get the Herald, they tried some aggressive plays, but didn't quite work out.
Huh?
Guma has just been in bot.
Was that me, or is that the...
That was about it in here, yeah.
Is it the mainstream, or is it my stream?
Otherwise, especially with Owner right there, just going to get taken down 100%. And
that's me.
That is exactly the type of plays you want to try and avoid. Give T1 as little as possible in this mid game because comp team fight. I don't even think TL's comp is bad at team fighting, but trying to out team fight T1.
Yeah, with the composition that they have, especially on top of everything, they've got so much.
Well, here's the Herald Force. T1 can't fight it.
As well as team fight utility.
It's a risk.
There's just a little bit too much here. So TL going to be able to look at Shirley here.
Yeah, it's gone.
Take her down. Looks like T1
it's gone. I mean, the game is still, I mean, it's pretty even. I don't really think this 1k gold diff matters too much. It's like the AD basically that has the 1k gold lead, but what is it? A Hearthbound Axe diff? Is that it? Hearthbound Axe, just basically the difference this game? Oh.
Arrow going to fly through, hits Carrier, hits Owner.
Whoa!
It almost hits APA, this time he's going to flash it.
That's very unfortunate because
really nice arrow.
Stays alive in this instance. They might try to go for a play on Zeus here.
Wait, yeah, there's the scatter the weak
APA?
onto Zeus.
Solo bolo?
Damage. The unleashed power comes from Pioshik's gonna
That was a
take
solo
away
kill,
the
by the way.
kill,
No
just
flash top.
barely. Not enough there. So
That was a solo
requiring
kill.
the Sonic wave, but really nicely done here. Right after he had to burn the flash.
He was necessary, okay?
Absolutely.
Pioshik was essential to that play. Really nicely done by APA, able to get the best out of a bad situation.
Oh my god, this Ashe Renata is so annoying. Look at it.
And means that
Oh
TL
my god.
still remaining close in gold, and because top lane turret was already low.
Wow, that was a huge play by APA. That gets them top tier 1. They get some Orianna TP. Maybe he's dead here actually. War jump flash kick.
Looking towards play on Faker. Pioshik does have his ult.
Yeah, there is the
Oh, he missed the stun.
Scatter the weak, not going to be able to get the stun there though, as Pioshik is going to be the target here. Faker wanting some revenge, gets the flash out of him in trade for the shockwave, as now Zeus is looking to put in some support as well.
Zeus has flash, but looks hard to chase. They're letting the Herald crash on tier 2, so they better get something out of this.
Oh, the flash forward from Zeus is going to be scattered. APA doesn't have a flash of his own though, as the shockwave was looking to grab Pioshik.
Okay, they chase down hard and got a kill.
On the Syndra, APA not able to make
I mean,
his way out.
Guma and Carry have just been playing PvE, haven't they? Just push minions, hit tower. Oh, a core?
Storm. That is going to be the hostile takeover though. It's Gumyushi's just raining hell down on Core JJ. He's going to be the first one to fall, but Summit does get the all out onto Carrier. Not going to be able to bail himself.
I mean, they
out
got
of
what
this
Ashe. Whoa, wait, hold up, wait, he's dead. What?
But it was Summit that was the problem.
What the hell?
Back beautifully in mid.
And TL, not
What
scared
the
of what's
fuck?
happening in topside, immediately pulled the trigger in mid.
Wait, TL are doing pretty good, you know.
I think a second of hesitation, like, oh, can I maybe help Carrier? Can we try?
This game looks kind of hard for T1. If Ashe has no flash, your only frontline is Sejuani. They have range support and Jace. T1 are playing a really weird meta here against engage support. Actually might be hard. When you're playing one frontline in this meta, that's really hard, because you're playing 4 range champs against like Cassante, Lee Sin, Rel, Syndra. That's why I was surprised they played Jace Renata. It's like, what the fuck?
Coming up huge. Well done there, and it means that
this is best of 1.
18 minutes in.
I think TL wins this game, by the way. Like, T1 needs some insane macro to win this, because I can tell you their laners are fucking useless.
Faker underneath the turret is going to get kicked into the wall as APA will just unleash the power and is going to reign supreme.
The only person that can carry this game is Guma.
Summit
reminds me of T1 Summer Split sometimes.
That one is not long for the world, especially with this large minion wave. Summit's just going to have to watch it fall down. Owner just
wait, why the fuck is Aphelios bot?
The map, something that TL
wait, what the fuck is going on?
As much attention to as the handshake does come through. That's going to be a miss on the Glacial Prison, though.
What did TL just do?
Survive, but the inner turret is not.
Yeah, T1 is really
Aphelios ran bot and Syndra didn't base and run mid or TP?
Since, since spring. They're just giving up people left and right just to try and get these objectives.
I mean, Aphelios can run bot.
In a tough spot.
Yeah, there's the scat of the week, but TL not wanting to buy off more than they can chew, especially
APA doesn't have ult and neither does Pioshik. Can be hard this fight.
T1 is set up around this objective. Not the best weapons here for Yon. See if he can.
I think it's a smite fight, but Pioshik wins those.
Right? No TP available.
Oh, that stun was clean. Look at top wave. T1 needs a base for top wave.
I don't need any more of those though. I'm getting old.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire, everyone. Let's groove.
Wait, is it Atlas's birthday? Oh, happy birthday, Atlas.
Let's have a look at the replay once again. There's quite a few things to get through.
And the big thing here is that as we wanted to see from TL, they are continuously going
Man,
for
Pioshik, I don't know, a lot of people told me Pioshik was
power.
griefing in an A. But I think his play this game has been not bad.
You can't outplay that. The moment that Pioshik lands the kick, APA guarantees the scatter. And
maybe he's just a Worlds player.
Going to be enough.
In the LCK regular season, when they won Worlds, he was getting subbed out for Juhan.
Really has been able to get the better of T1.
But I guess he's got a Worlds buff.
Have a habit when it comes to Barons.
Yeah.
And
very recently, it's been far more TL that have been going for those. In their playoffs, they were
Pioshik Worlds buff.
Of some T1 of old. Just it's hit 20 minutes.
They need to get this Aphelios to Infinity Edge, and then they can start cooking really hard. Syndra Void Staff as well. Void Staff second on both of them. I really think T1 doesn't have a really good spread of frontline and melee champs. Like, I really think 4 range champs is so risky. It's like playing 4 range champs. It's if one of you gets caught, your whole fucking team fight falls apart. You only have one frontline.
Yes.
Current game state, where are you putting it now?
Oy.
Knowing the two teams, I don't know, like 70-30?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Look at us. It's like we've busted together before and we know a bit about each other.
TL thus far, really been able to keep it together. Now what I'm worried
I still
about
can't believe Guma's
is,
playing DRX
the
Ash.
burst from, I think, the top half of the map. Summit, Pioshik, and APA right now is
I think it's not 70-30. I think this game
T1.
state
But once we get into the actual team
50-50 actually.
is really far
Just depends how
behind,
good T1
I
plays
think
with their
might
range
actually
champs.
end up becoming a problem. It depends on whether or not TL can get access to Gumayushi, whether they can.
Range champs are all about playing over waves in vision, whereas melee champs you can just send it and it becomes a lot easier.
Because
that's why it's harder. Melee champs can just put a ward and run in, and you have to be scared of their engage, and that's threat. Range champs need to push in waves, take vision slowly, push in next wave, take a bit deeper vision, poke them on mid wave, get a flash maybe with the Ash Arrow, take more vision. It's so like step by step. You skip a step, you're so screwed.
For Gumayushi as well. And so he's just
now they're gonna have to get this mid wave, then they're gonna have to get vision in river again, they're gonna have to get the next mid wave, then they're gonna have to escort Faker down like this, and then they're gonna have to get the next mid wave, and
Faker with control.
It takes a long time.
This barren area gonna make his way towards the jungle. It is extraordinarily empty at this point in time. Owner finds
Where
Summit.
is Aphelios going?
And Summit just going to go back towards his
Where is what is going on? There's a rel in the river?
Core JJ finds Faker once again. Shattering Strike going to come through, but he's going to be
There is a
pulled
dead
back
rel in the
by
river.
the Shockwave. The Dissonance comes
Maybe?
in. There's the Magna Storm. As Faker is pulled forward. Can he find the Clockwork Wind-Up? He doesn't need it. Because
Aphelios is catching wave at mid-tier 3.
Going over. Carrier gets an assist as well and managed to get the shield down, but I'm going to almost give it a solo kill as Yun going to have to get out of the way of that one once again. Glacial Prison in trade for the cleanse.
Orianna flash for a kill, is it worth it? I mean, I think Rel flash as well, it's probably worth it, yeah. I think it's worth it. If Rel didn't flash, I think maybe it's risky, but Rel has no flash.
In that situation.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And this is where you see Faker went for Ludens as well as Void Staff. So even against one of the tankier members of TL,
can Rel flash when she's Wing like that?
Seconds. Faker actually investing in his flash here. Otherwise, the
maybe they
arrow
could have saved
might
the
been
flash
enough.
actually.
If Guma can get that as well. The teleport here.
This is a big play for TL. This is a Baron start play. What is? Just go in.
A fair bit of work there because of the damage. Build is Scatter the Weak is not going to quite find the man in the mid lane.
I've seen a lot of times Faker on this top side make some massive plays, but he can't do anything now. They have to force Nash. The reason they have to force Nash is because they can't get to mid wave. T1 will block them. So they have to force Nash to get T1 to come to them.
The TL Baron that we were just talking about, they're going to
They don't have a choice here. Have to start Baron. Now they need to get Cassante ult on Sejuani. Oh my god, this poke. Or Lee Sin... he doesn't have kick. There's Cassante ult, maybe? There it is. Really well played. Now they have to get out. Oh my god, Yeon just griefed it, man. Oh, he's Apheliosing though.
He knows it. He's flashing over walls. Yun's going to be able to pick up one though with these chakrams.
Oh man, Yeon just entered it.
But let's see what he can do here. Uses the last of his mana on the moonshot. And yeah, he's in an alcove, and I don't know whether he's.
Oh my god, no, Yeon.
So there it is. Gonna be the
Wait, look at Pyosik. Is he gonna base?
Faker TP to bot.
Oh yeah, he knew that one was done.
Oh, he wants to catch Guma.
And TL are able. I think actually
but Carrier didn't base
really
yet.
Well. The initial setup around the objective is amazing.
Oh, he cancelled his recall again. Oh, Carrier waited. Oh, they have TP.
Teleport.
You see
I don't
the
know if they
last
win
Baron?
this.
Okay, let's see what can happen here. Pioshik's trying to safeguard his way out. Summit is here, but it's a
Summit.
little bit late as Pioshik. He cannot contribute.
He missed Q. No, he hit minion. Oh, Summit's dead. Man, Ash Renata, so much kiting. Oh, he's not dead. He has flash anyway. Man, if Yeon didn't get hit by Renata ult, I think this could have been an insane play for TL. But he died to Renata ult. It's so bad.
But this time around, there is no cross-map play. There is no grand plan. Faker just dies. And I really like the proactive use of teleport here from Team Liquid to then set up the Baron. The downside is there is still 4 people.
This was super well played by Summit. Summit ult Sejuani out perfectly to get the Nash. Like, look at Yeon. Yeon here. Just run. Watch his team. Run. Everyone's running. But watch this Renata ult. Look what he does. Flash away. Look what he does. Kill Syndra. Just flash out if you're going to get hit.
If they also had gotten the Baron, it would have been a complete
They could have
wash,
both
but
recalled.
Instead, I think TL...
They would lose 2 for Baron.
The fact that they are able to hold on to
F?
one of their Baron buffs is nice, but I don't think... Yeah, it's a minus 600 Baron power play. The Red Bull Baron power play has seen better days.
Yeah, it's somewhat. It's not exactly the greatest debut of the Red Bull Baron
No
power
F.
play for the Swiss stage. However, we'll see what
didn't
can
drop any
happen here as
frames.
Pyosik still has the buff for another 40-odd seconds. Scat of the Week not going to find Owner there. Proving himself strong, I guess. And Summit trying to clear out this mid lane.
Press D
Still
to dance.
Outer in the mid lane, up and available here. TL going to have to try and break that one open. The map really has been their worst enemy as T1 have really opened it up for themselves. And I think that's starting to provide a bit of a problem here for the North American representatives.
It's not the end of the game. TL can still win.
For TL...
This Ashe is just so strong, but Ashe has no sums.
It goes both ways, right?
Hey, they take it off the map.
That is true. And that against T1 in particular, I think that is valid. At the same time, though, the standing gold can be a blessing and a curse. If you ever do get a decisive teamfight win, you immediately can balloon up to pretty ridiculous amounts, particularly if you would have had...
Lee Sin is useless now? No, Lee Sin is not useless.
Anyone that wasn't Pyosik. But at
Lee
the
Sin
same
just
time,
needs
it
one
also
good
means
play.
the map control and safety that
Lee Sin just needs one good flank.
because of that mid lane turret. Makes it really hard, because I do think TL, every fight
Like here,
should start
this
with
is a pick. You can get the Orianna flash maybe?
Maybe on Faker.
Yeah.
Pyosik deep in enemy territory.
Going for it there as the kick does come through. Of course, Sonic Wave is going to connect as well. Core JJ looks for the opportunity, but the hostile
Oh, he hit!
takeover is there.
Oh, Pyosik! He has W up again because of the Zhonya's. Wow, Pyosik, that was clean.
The rest of TL gets into position. This is 2022 Worlds. Pyosik, like, this is incredible.
Pyosik has a Worlds buff.
He's doing it again, Chronicle.
No, it's just an inner.
I mean, and it's also just one play. Yeah. But like, we like to get
That was a
excited
huge
about
play.
these sorts of
No
plays.
flash Orianna, top tier 2 down,
Exactly.
retake top side.
We've been deprived the pleasure of
Damn.
casting Pyosik for a full
Everyone
year.
told me Pyosik
You know
sucks
what?
because
I'm
when
gonna
in NA he
enjoy
sucks.
Same.
Hey,
He doesn't suck.
This is intense. I just have to say,
Oh, Jad
I
just
think
got
TL
there.
has a small chance of winning this one, but it's small.
I
don't want to distract
okay,
the
so
chance too
how
much.
are you feeling? We upgraded to 70-30. Where are you going?
So my heartbeat is currently at 125 BPM, according to my
I think
watch.
mine's 140.
TL
That's
Jet.
probably lower than what some of these TL guys are at right now. But Pyosik is playing out of his mind. He actually feels pretty calm to me. So this is the problem with Team Liquid, though. And I hope they've been able to overcome in the last 2 months. They've had so many early games where they were ahead or behind in gold. And this feels like a classic NA versus Korea game where they feel like they're getting all these kills. But no matter what, they are behind in gold. They get Baron, they're still behind in gold. But I will say, that does give you that slimmer of hope. And I had to express my excitement.
No,
Yeah,
of course.
you're
Very
sticking
welcome.
around, right?
If you want me to, I don't want to miss a cast.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're gonna get him
This
stick
isn't
around.
We're gonna hear from Jat standing by. This is now it's a tricast. So welcome, and we'll see.
for the Jat.
Holy Atlas. There's like a broadcast talent rotation of these two are casting this, these two are casting this. Atlas is like, fuck it, Jat, get on the cast.
Yeah, the goal difference, overtime powered by AWS, letting us know that yeah, T1's macro is still pretty good.
I'm going to be looking as well towards the death cap finishes. Both Faker and APA are
Yeah,
getting
death cap
really,
finish
really
is important.
close.
It's also GA finish for Pyosik. Pyosik is 2 levels up.
Be it a stray out from owner,
2 levels up.
Be it Pyosik going insanely deep as he
Yeah,
has been doing
he's
throughout
crushing.
the entirety of this game, and you're going to get blown up in seconds.
Oh yes, GA as well. Holy
And
fuck.
We'll see whether the 80 carry
Wait, this Lee Sin is pretty strong. The only problem with this Lee Sin is he's playing plated steel caps against Sejuani, Ashe, Orianna, so he probably gets CC'd a lot, but he needs steel caps versus Ashe case.
Team fight pick for Core JJ because I don't think they felt like they'd be able to win this game with Core on something like Lulu against
Death cap
Astronaut,
complete.
where they might lose the lane anyway. So
Lord Dominic's complete, GA complete.
The whole game, and he has to worry about Shock Blast and Orianna Shockwave. So it's such a difficult game for him. But the fact that he has 2 summoner spells up right now before this next Dragon or Baron fight would be the window where he has to execute in a team fight.
Whoa, TL can win, you
I
know.
want to reiterate again. The best of ones in Swiss are so important because it seeds you for the rest of the bracket.
TL
right?
can
A
win, I'm
here
not
today
coping.
means that you're only a single win away from making it towards those best of 3s.
They're forcing
the
Nash.
ability
Oh
to
my
win.
god, Jesus, take the
And
wheel.
right now, TL is looking to peel.
Pyosik needs to clutch this fight. Oh, Core JJ position is so good.
Gonna get caught out of position. Core JJ
Let's go.
is there, and that is going to be the pick off to start this one. Even.
Oh, Pyosik is smurfing! Wow!
Faker from Pyosik. It does not stop from this man today. And Ona down to 50%. Of course, Summit.
Whoa!
And it's a
What?
for APA, and that's going to be a Baron for TL.
What?
Pyosik is legitimately the defending world champion, getting 2 kills for TL. No jungler for T1. That's the second Baron in the game.
2 for 2 for Liquid. I'm giving it at least 50-50 now, boys. 100%. That is going to be the secure of the Baron. And I have a feeling...
Who needs God on your side when you have Pyosik? What the fuck? That guy's...
We're gonna have fun, you know?
What?
It's not looking good.
It looks pretty fun if you're not an
He's
LCK
having a great time.
He's crazy.
One of the Achilles heels of Team Liquid during the regular season was their execution of Baron power play.
Get out of here,
to watch this. I have to keep
Look, Pyosik positioning.
in the first place, but right here, CoreJJ never showed
Look,
T1
look. Faker's TPing, he sees it.
Perfect vision on the Baron. They get the first kill, and Pyosik on the TP was godlike.
Man. And he's got the GA ready, so he's able to get that resurrection through as well. And so Ona just going to be caught out. T1.
I told you, Swiss is going to be cooked. Swiss stage is going to be cooked.
And TL, as you can see,
Oh my god, Steve is going crazy.
And they know what this means. Look,
He almost broke the chair.
Win, as Chronicler is mentioning, is way more important than one win in the 6-game group stage, because it will actually catapult them in to being 1 best of 1 away from a qualification match. It's actually much more important.
And that's going to remain true for the next 2 best of 1s, right? Like, if they do win here.
We know there's always crazy upsets at Worlds, right? Every year, pick'ems are never the way that you'd expect. Never. But to open the Swiss stage, if they can make it happen...
Nah, this is fucked. This is fucking crazy. What are we watching? Oh, Summit! Oh! He's dead, I think. Oh, he tried to flash ult owner over the wall. Oh, this is where the mistakes start coming in. We're getting collapsed bot when we have no push mid. Now Appa has to base in TP top. Now they have to go top, but there's no top tier 2, so now they can get engaged on. Needs to be really careful.
Trying to just holster their guns a little bit here.
Yeah, Yon cleansing the slowdown just to ensure that there was no follow-up, that he's able to make his way out. And Pyosik still going, still looking continuously for this backline access.
Faker does have no TP, so it technically is a 4v4, which I think is why he's trying to play aggressive, and they don't want to lose this Baron. With Summit being dead for another 20 seconds, he'll join once he has teleport, but that's actually been the issue. Summit
Again, T1's comp is so risky to play. It's so risky. They're playing the game on hard mode with these champs. Ashe, Renata, Jace. It's so hard to play the game.
The momentum of this Baron power play, and it's been a problem all year for TL.
That one goes back a few years before that as well. I say as an old Sandbox fan, as you point out, Jet, it's the fact that the rest of the team is backing while he is this far up, and this kind of takes out the pretty decent Baron power play they were setting up. They were about 1,500 up here, maybe could have gotten another inner if they synced it up a little bit better, but now, for all accounts, gold.
I do not want to believe. I don't want to get disappointed. Okay, don't believe yet, TL. Don't believe yet.
Irrelevant. 2 dragons apiece now.
Don't believe yet.
TL were at least able to collect themselves their first Cloud Drake of the game, so we're not talking about a soul just yet. Until this next one is going to be taken down in 2.5 minutes. But the Baron is going to be the conversation.
Don't believe yet.
At that point in time. TL. We'll see.
Oh no, Jace, look, he can Q again. Look, he can Q again through the same gate. Ah, it's Shojin Jace with Caulfields. It's so broken. He's going to do so much damage.
You can see he's just so far behind the curve of Ashe. Chronicler, I'm having a hard time being unbiased with my analysis right now. Who do you think has better scaling? Just champion-wise.
Oh, the arrow?
APA just walks out of it.
Oh my god.
T1 because
I think scaling is conditional here. This is a very conditional scaling game, because again, T1 4-range champs, they outscale on paper. But TL have such good flanks and engage that if they play it well, the scaling doesn't matter. Lee Sin is a champ that gets outscaled, but scales with player skill. Does that make sense? If you're a fucking good Lee Sin, it doesn't matter how far behind you are, you don't really get outscaled.
Which I'm very happy about, because otherwise I think T1, they don't have the scaling as Pyosik.
He might need to just try and kick Zeus away from this one. Doesn't have to use his flash though, as Carrier was looking to make his way in. Shock Blast not going to connect quite as well. And continue on.
Man, it's crazy. It's 35 minutes. They're still 6 or 7 minutes from an Elder. It's like, what?
It's just one Sejuani who's starving gold. Makes them very squishy, so if APA can land any stun, there's a chance he one-shots, and they actually have a much better front line with Summon and Core if they play the fights correctly.
And I think as well, that's why Carrier also going for Radiant Virtue.
Oh my god, I'm stressed.
It's
game 1 and I'm stressed. Like, oh wait, arrow hit Syndra. Oh, Core! Pyosik, he kicked Renata. It was a bad kick. I think T1 wins. T1 wins. T1 wins. It's over. Oh my god, they scuffed the engage. It's over. T1 wins. GG. It's GG. Oh my god, they were frying. Jace was untouched. Jace was in their backline. He has arrow in 8 seconds, but I think
they were winning until they weren't. Chronicler, and that is going to be the
poor chat. Okay, that was a bit close for comfort, T1. Let's not play Jace, Renata, Ashe, please, and Path Top. Let's not do that. That game gets really complicated. I don't think T1's very happy about that at all.
Need a ladder for you, Jat, by the way, to get back up to the analyst desk, I think.
That's a great way to start Worlds.
Yeah,
it actually is. It was an amazing game. TL
Oh, you can hear Jat is shaking in his voice.
T1 clutched up when they needed to in that final team fight. And you guys did a great job. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming, Jat. We needed you.
Glad you were here. And if you
the NA Classic. Oh no.
The nightmares of T1 players were going to be haunted by Pioshik. I know they won, but I guarantee you,
I think I think it's perfect. I think it's absolutely perfect because this is actually kind of what we were thinking. We thought, like, we knew, like, Summit's always just a god of the early game. Teams that he's in are always just really good at the early game. It's how
Worlds Day 1 was always it's already a banger. It's already a banger.
They were successful yet again, but
it's already a banger.
All they need is one team fight. They've done it from behind.
Gods really did abandon them.
Yeah, go back to MSI, right? The wins
Gods really did abandon them.
JDG were in situations like this where it looks like they might actually be on the back foot. I do want to, again though, particularly for APA, it's his first game.
Oh yeah, he was amazing.
Stage, right? The aggressive use of teleport in particular and the fact that
Alright boys, that's game 1 done. Next game is important. It's EU versus NA. It's EU versus NA.
Even more so than losing.
It's time to do a hot swap. It's time to do a hot swap. 1 second.
Like themselves. They might not have won here, but TL, they gave it the best shot.
Oh, like this is an incredible way to start the Swiss stage. I hope you guys absolutely loved it. We did as well. But it's time to go to a break. Afterwards, we'll preview the featured matchup presented by Mercedes. Ben C9's Blabber versus Mad Lions El Yoya. Don't go anywhere.